It's pretty amazing when you think about it, how a single moment, just one simple word of encouragement, can completely change the direction of someone's life. It's a really powerful idea, and today we're going to dig into where that power really comes from.
So, to see how this actually works in the real world, let's jump into a fantastic, true story. It's the perfect example of how one tiny little gesture can create this massive, life-altering ripple effect.
Okay, check this out. Take the story of the great writer Langston Hughes. Back in 1925, he was just a busboy working in a hotel, but he had this huge dream. Then his hero, the famous poet Vachel Lindsay, just happens to be staying there. So Hughes, he takes this huge chance, and super shyly he hands over a few of his poems. What happens next? It's unbelievable. Lindsay loves them, praises his work publicly, and boom, that one single act of encouragement leads to a university scholarship and kicks off a legendary career.
I mean, that story is amazing, right? It just goes to show you a little encouragement can make all the difference. But it also kind of makes you wonder, what's the source of the deepest, most solid encouragement you can possibly get? The kind that doesn't just fade away.
All right, so let's shift gears a bit. We're going from a story about a dream coming true to a story of absolute desperation. We're going to look at an ancient account of someone who is facing a very real life-or-death situation, just to see what encouragement looks like when things are at their absolute darkest.
So in this biblical story, we've got this guy David, and he is at rock bottom. I mean, he's a fugitive, he's on the run, he's literally hiding in fear for his life. And why? Because King Saul, the most powerful man around, is actively hunting him down, trying to kill him. This isn't just a bad day. This is a full-blown crisis.
And this is where the story takes this incredible turn. Right in the middle of David's darkest moment, the absolute last person you'd ever expect, the king's own son, Jonathan, goes out of his way to find him. He doesn't just bump into him. He makes a deliberate and, frankly, a really dangerous choice to track him down.
Now, just listen to what Jonathan says. He doesn't just say, hey, sorry you're having a tough time. No, he speaks this powerful promise over him. He says, don't be afraid. My father's not going to touch you. And not only that, you are going to be king. Can you imagine hearing that when you feel like your life is over?
So what was it? What made Jonathan's word so much more than just a nice pep talk? Where did the real power behind that encouragement come from?
Okay, let's break this down a little. What gave this specific moment of encouragement so much power that it could totally flip David's perspective? Well, the source material we're looking at points to one very specific reason.
The text that we're pulling this from highlights one absolutely crucial action. See, it wasn't just what Jonathan said, but something he did that became the foundation for everything else.
And here it is. The key is in these words, rely on God. Jonathan didn't just offer up his own opinion or some wishful thinking. He pointed David to a source of strength that was way bigger than any human king. He encouraged him to find his strength by relying on God.
And this brings us right to the heart of it. This kind of encouragement doesn't just connect you to temporary things or some nice words. It connects you to what the source calls eternal encouragement and good hope. It's an encouragement that's anchored in something divine, something that lasts forever.
So, this ancient story, it's not just a history lesson. It actually holds a modern-day mission for every single one of us. This is where we get to take this principle and actually put it into practice. Yeah, this isn't just about the past. The people in our lives right now, I'm talking our friends, our family, the people we work with, they're all fighting their own battles. They all need this same kind of deep, meaningful encouragement. We actually have an opportunity to make a huge difference. So, how do we do it? Well, the source gives us a really clear 4-step guide. First, we got to be like Jonathan and actually look for people who are struggling. Second, we offer some gentle words or a simple kind action. But step 3, that's the key. We gently point them towards God as their ultimate source of strength. And finally, step 4, we trust God with the outcome. This type of encouragement has such a powerful long-term impact. It's not just about fixing today's problem. It's about connecting someone to a much, much bigger picture.
The encouragement we can offer points to a hope that's bigger than any challenge right in front of us. The message is simple. No matter what's happening in this life, for those who rely on God, there is a promise of a beautiful future waiting. Now that is a powerful perspective to share.
This short prayer from the source really just sums up the heart of this entire message. It basically says that the best encouragement comes from God, and it asks for the chance to be the person who helps others find that strength.
So let's end with this one final question.
It's really a challenge for each of us to carry with us today. After everything we've talked about, just think about it. Today, right now, who in your life is waiting for you to be their Jonathan?